Being lean is the biggest upgrade you'll make in your life. Not because you change, but how the world responds to you. When you look a certain way, people treat you different, come up to you, ask questions. People secretly want to be you. So you don't have to talk anymore. They're gonna come up to you. This is a hack of being an introvert and being lean at the same time. I'm gonna talk about it. When you're introvert, when you being lean, it's like a hack. It's like a cheat code. You don't have to force conversations that kind of already come to you. People gravitate towards you. People smile more. It is simply just a lot more easier than being overweight and you feeling self conscious because the world is a mirror of you. If you walking around feeling confident about yourself, even though you're not speaking, people gonna understand that. People gonna know that. People want to be around that. A lot of people don't have that. You the difference. You the anomaly. You be the rare person in the room. So people want to know about you and find out about you. That's actually a good trait to be mysterious. A lot of ladies like that. A lot of ladies gravitate towards me because I consider mysterious. But I'm really just an introvert. I used to be the ugly duckling in high school. I mean, I was kind of handsome, but I didn't have all the latest clothes, J's, and things like that. And if you are type of watching a video like this, that probably was you as well. That's probably why I clicked on this video. So if you're an introvert and you lean, you got your body right, you don't really got to do too much. For example, if you a type of person who don't like walking up approaching women, all you gotta do look at their eyes and give them a nod, smile. If they reciprocate, boom, you walk up over there, you confident. So you know, and just walking around, being an introvert, you gonna have that confidence anyway. If they come up and speak with you, because it's like you already know that you put in the work. The people who are introverted and not putting the work, they kind of fucked, because they don't feel like they deserve to be there. But when you lean and shape, you doing what you said you was gonna do, cooking your foods, eating right. You know you look good in your shirt. You know you look good if you come out your shirt. You know you deserve to be there. So the confidence is gonna radiate. It's gonna be different than being an introvert and you ain't doing nothing about it. So you have to get lean. That's the biggest investment you gotta do is to eat right and get your body right. I promise you. So now I'm still an introvert, but I don't look like one. People think I'm just this big F boy and all this type of stuff like that, you know? But yes, you gotta be you just have to put in the work, man. And mysterious, like I said, you gonna look mysterious, so it's a good trait as well. When you lean, man, it just make things so much better. Um, you everybody notice, guys, females, bosses, and everything. You get first deals with everything like that, and people gonna you're gonna also is gonna put you more in social situations because people gonna want to talk to you. So when you lean in and shape, and you people gonna start inviting you places, man. Like I said, when you get in shape and you start posting pictures on online, Instagram, TikTok, things like that, people wanna be cool with you, be your friends, and invite you places. So it's gonna force you to like to practice and things like that. You start being around. If you look at my last video, you start hanging around lean friends as well. Those guys, they are about nice spots and they want you to be there because you look good too. They're gonna think you're gonna bring the hoes out, and a lot of times you do. So when you lean and you shape and you come pop out with them, like there's gonna be girls there, and it's gonna be practice, it's gonna be reps. You might smoke it the first time or two times, but by the end of the summer, because we in summer right now, baby, you're gonna be cold. You're gonna be you got this. You're gonna be a G. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna force you to be around that, expose that, and you probably not gonna be an introvert no more. You just probably think you're an introvert. I'm saying introvert for the time of this video, but I'm really not an introvert anymore. Since I got my body right and I start respecting myself, putting myself first with peace and eating right and getting my physique to where it need to be, and knowing that I could do what most men can't do is stop the fried foods and put the junk food down. Like you gonna feel like you him, and you should feel that way. It's a night and day difference, bro. So you probably not even gonna be introvert, bro. You get your body right, you overweight right now, and you start eating right, cooking your food, and eating clean. It's a big chance you're not gonna be introvert though because you're gonna be forced not to because people gonna want to gravitate towards you. People gonna be talking to you, and then like I said, being lean, get lean is a spiritual journey as well. Like you're gonna have to stop drinking all the time. You're drinking the margaritas and eating the bad processed foods because when you eat those bad foods, it lowers your vibration. You can't even think right. You can't even feel right. You can't even work out correctly. And search for the alcohol. It's like it's all it's gonna like trust me. Get lean, man. Get lean. All that social anxiety stuff is gonna go out the window. Just think about all the lean people you know. Like it's like be honest. Think of all the lean people you know. Are they socially awkward? I'm not talking about the gym bros, like those gym bros guys that wear those crazy workout shoes and all that. It's take it to the extreme. They be doing steroids and all that type of stuff. I'm not talking about those guys. I'm talking about literally the guys just natural. They got a six pack and just cool, suave. They not out here talking to the gym all the time because they on their purpose. But if you do, they cool as hell, and you know they cool women. That's just me. That's me and my homies. Like you know what I mean? That's us. So I said it to say like once you get lean, like you probably gonna no longer be an introvert. Like I promise. Like you when you see a girl that you're interested in, you see something like you gonna step. You gonna step. Like you gonna step. You gonna see her at the store. You gonna see her at the Walmart. You gonna see her whatever. You gonna see her at your apartment building. You might see her at the leasing office. You gonna step because you're like this the best version of myself and shit, she don't like it. Shit, it's all good. I put in the work. But if you the type of person who ain't putting in the work and you try to step, you gonna feel bad because you know you ain't putting the work. And if you get turned down by a shorty or whatever, it's gonna roll off like water on a duck. It's gonna roll off your fin because it's like shit. Whatever it ain't me, it ain't me. Or maybe I'm just too much for her. She knows she gonna be in trouble. She rock with me. Like you gonna have that confidence. You gonna have that arrogance, which is cool and good to have. You know what I mean? So lock in. You want to lock in, man. That introvert shit is cope. You know what I'm saying? You want to put in the work and put in the grind. If I showed you old pictures of me and who I was, you were like, yeah, I could tell you glowed up. So, but the thing about this, when you glow up, you still gonna have those past experiences of an introvert that you was. But then that's why you hang around people who not introverts, and you kind of you build off of that. You roll off of them, your partners. You know what I'm saying? Because some people been in shape all their life, so they don't have that introvert energy, but you do, and you're gonna start pick up the characteristics as well. You know, so lock in, man. Be lean. Stay on your grind every day. You should be thinking about being in shape every single day, bro. Like it's not should be a day you should not think about being lean because your life is gonna change. Like I said, your social skill gonna get better because you're gonna be thrown out into the water to do that. You're gonna have girls coming up to you. You're gonna have girls complimenting you. This is daily, especially you posting online too. People gonna be hearts, comments. You gonna be like, damn, this is me. And you when you come on, they gonna feel that energy because you got that the high vibrational food. Because you listen, if you eat McDonald's, Whataburger, Wingstop, Chick-fil-A, all that type of stuff all the time, like your frequency is gonna be low. Like it's just gonna be low. But when you eating whole foods and drinking your water, getting sunlight, getting your steps in, like you're gonna flow and glow different. So you're gonna be magnetic and people gonna want to come towards you. And that's a life hack right there. So when you do that, like people gonna want to come talk to you, speak to you, people gonna compliment you. Obviously, people gonna be really trying to hold the door open for you and start a conversation and or ask you certain things like that. So when you lock in and when you do that, you're gonna be forced to talk to people versus when you overweight and you slouched over, you put out this bad energy and people don't want to talk and gravitate towards that. They're gonna keep it pushing, keep it moving because they don't want that on them. But shit, but lean recognize lean. Like I said, that lean recognize lean. So you're gonna other lean people in the gym, you're gonna give them a nod. Y'all gonna be cool. Y'all gonna have stuff in common. Y'all gonna have stuff to talk about because y'all both lean. Y'all gonna be talking about real stuff, and that 9 times out of 10, that person leans in shape. A lot of times, the people cats got money, they got stuff going on for themselves because their frequency high. Like I let you know, like you being a lean person, your frequency is gonna be high off the dribble because you're not overweight. Overweight, you gonna be cause some called stress. You're not like what you see. Your confidence gonna be low, so your frequency gonna be really low. So invest in being in shape. Invest in getting it lean, man. That's the best thing I can say. Like that should be our first investment. You a broke ass nigga. First thing you need to do is get lean, get in shape. Why you broke? Why you broke? Keep you know what I'm saying. Obviously gravitate towards trying to get some money. But first thing first, man, get some muscles and get some abs. Get lean. This is me grown telling you this because everything else is gonna unlock. Like don't let people rush you, but get your body right, bro. Get your body right because you gonna feel like money. You gonna feel like getting the money. When you lighter, you got more energy. When you got more energy, you're gonna attract things. That's how the law of the universe work, bro. So cut all that fat and get lean so you can come up to people and come get this money. It's all gonna line together, bro. So you ain't gonna be no introvert no more. You don't have to. It's just easy. Everything gonna come to you, but you gotta put in that work, man.